Hello there. How's everyone doing? It's me, your old friend Noah Mitchell from Zenescope Entertainment, wishing you a happy Tuesday. It's great to see all of your friendly, smiling faces again. And I know I say it every time, but I'm going to say it again. Welcome to our retailer live stream, one of the best times of the month. For those of you who are unaware, what our retailer live streams are kind of something that we set up a while back as a way to connect with our, local comic book stores, our retailers, the folks that carry our books. I say it all the time that comic book stores, your local comic book brick and mortar shop, are the lifeblood of the comic book industry. We, as a company, as well as a medium, would not be where we are without the support of local comic book stores. So, this initiative was started as a way to connect with you, connect with the community, and connect with those stores. Of course, all of the products that we sell during our sales segment later on this afternoon, half of the proceeds are going to be going directly to the store that we are featuring on today's stream. And the store that we are featuring is an incredible shop from Fredericksburg, Virginia, Gateway Comics and Toys. And they are actually in the back right now. So I'm going to bring them on because I can't wait any longer. I'm excited to look at this store. I'm excited to talk to them. So please welcome to the stream, Gateway Comics and Toys.
Hello. How you
Hello.
doing?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Doing good. Doing good.
All right. And is this Ed that I'm speaking to?
It is. This is
All
Ed.
right. And Ed, you are starting at what I'm imagining is the best place in the store to start, a very prominent Zenescope section.
Okay, that's the one side. Let me turn around and do the other side for you.
Two sides.
Two sides. Well, you got a lot of product.
Nice.
There's that, and going across.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
So there you go. Well, your product's doing pretty well for us. I love it.
Awesome. Well, I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you for letting us know.
We actually use some of your promo materials and stuff in our advertising.
Sick. I see you got that E. McDonald cover up there. That's awesome. And you got our logo.
Some of that stuff. Some of your gold, silver, platinums, bronze promo stuff.
Wow. I'm not trying to play favorites here, but this is this might be in the top 5 of Zenescope displays that I've seen.
Oh man, that's awesome. Love to hear that. Yeah.
No, they are awesome.
Yeah, I kind of dig this part. This is it allows us to do so many different themed displays.
Oh yeah, well absolutely. But I love too that you have like the art book there, kind of like dead center, and then all of the trade paperbacks kind of surrounding it.
Yep. Yeah, I'd put board games here, but we sold all of them, and then of course we need to get some more of the Shuju statues in as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, it sounds like a good problem to have, if you ask me.
It's a great problem. All right,
so
some more.
Yes, please. I would love. So you are based in Fredericksburg, Virginia, correct?
Yes, we're dead center of DC and Richmond, right off of I-95.
Nice. And from my understanding, you have multiple locations, correct?
We have a smaller store in Woodbridge, Virginia, which is about to move into a bigger store. Our lease is finally up, and we can pretty much do something nice there too.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's been 12 years, and now it's time to do it. All right, I'm going to show you something, the length of the store from the front door.
Ah, be still.
And then across the width.
Oh my gosh.
18,000 square feet.
Holy cow.
Okay, now we also do stuff like we'll have a movie theme for Guardians, a movie theme for Flash. We do a lot of like gift ideas for people and themed out. When you're looking for your favorite Shazam story because the movie came out, I'll do a big display here for you. And Marvel toys, DC, everything is very, very organized.
And I love, you got all the blacklight stuff there. That's awesome.
Oh, take you through some of the Star Wars stuff.
And I don't know if you can see the comment section, but everybody is absolutely loving it.
Well, thank you, everybody. I love it. Appreciate everything. I appreciate y'all tuning into it. All right, so The long wall. One of our favorites we're coming up on. But we're still getting into Legos and Mega Blocks. And of course, we're big Todd McFarlane fans. We got a little bit of Spawn and some of McFarlane toys out on display. And we go into some G.I. Joe displays. We actually have 4 of the aircraft carriers right now.
Nice.
Yep. Then we get into some Star Trek stuff, some Game of Thrones, Muppets. Who doesn't love Muppets?
Absolutely. Crazy people don't.
All right. Well, this is our new book wall to give you an idea.
Oh my God. So first off, are you exhausted from just walking to the back of the store?
No. I'm young. I can handle it. I'm only old now. A lot of the statues and stuff we put up top. Then we do all the incentive variants. We've got a long run display of those. We get so many of those, they come in literally hundreds each week. Lots of art book displays.
Wow. And I'm seeing a great variety here too. Like it's not just the big 2. Like you got all sorts of names, all different types of publishers there.
Nick, you'll love this. All right. So Marvel is 1, 2, 3 sections.
Mm-hmm.
Independent, indie, indie. Keep going.
Oh my
keep going.
gosh, dude.
Then we get into the DC. So we carry probably, I'm the guy that goes onto the previews and orders at least a couple of each. I want to try everything. And we have enough volume in sales to where we actually can offer, the very oddest of titles. So as long as it's kid friendly, I do. We do a lot of autographs. And if you see up top here, there's like a Geiger Geekly.
Oh my gosh.
There's a Friday the 13th where all 13 of the Jasons have signed the poster.
Holy
Todd McFarlane, Sinister Six, and Stan Lee.
Wow.
This one is signed by Jodie Foster, Jack O'Connell. That's a money monster, George Clooney. We've got 22,000 plus autographs right now.
Oh my gosh, that's
all
incredible.
Right. This side of the store, lots of back issues.
Now, can people order? I saw that you had some like digital order forms online. You guys offer like orders and shipping, correct? Like if somebody was watching in the comments, they could go to your site and buy from you directly?
Absolutely. It's something we've been in business 35 years. So any way we can sell a product or put it in the customer's hands, we're welcome to do it. You just got to, reach out, let us know what you want.
So Ed, have you been there since the very beginning, or have you kind of like come into this store gateway?
It was me. My daughter took over running it 5 years ago. I'm getting ready to retire. So simply put, she's taken over the reins probably about 5 years and pretty much is ready for dad to, ride off into the sunset. This part we're proud of. This is our children's area. Kids will come in, they'll play games, they'll grab toys off the shelf and just like any of this stuff. I don't care if the kids come in, just grab them and start playing.
Dude, that is so cool.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many do. On Saturdays, the families in here, it's just a big rec center. It's absolutely great.
Well, one thing that I saw, and this is me, like, I totally was scoping you guys out beforehand, but I was looking at Google Maps, and you guys are like right next to an arcade too, aren't you?
Oh, Reclaim Arcade. Yep. If sneak over here real quick. Yeah, they're good buddies of ours. They're literally a minute walking distance from us. This is one of their machines. They leave the Mortal Kombat in here for us to play.
Nice.
If I can, this is their flyer.
Oh, sick.
And then give you some ideas, some of the games that they do.
Let's see. We got Moon Patrol Millipede. Nice. Dig Dug. Dig Dug's my jam.
Dude, it's changed so much. They got food there. They got a nice little bar there for adults. kids have a food truck and play area in the back. It's a very cool atmosphere.
Yeah, that is very cool. We talked about it like previous and other streams before, just about, how important it is to have kind of like that community aspect and be able to, like, your kids, your families, the people that are, kind of going to be coming into the industry and like reading the books and growing up with the books, like you're providing that space for them, which I think is awesome.
Exactly. Well, it's a giant toy store, and kids go into a toy store, you don't want to hear the I need hands off the idea. Don't touch that. It's a collectible. I can't tell you how much that ticks me off. I want kids to have fun in the toy store. So, of course, if it's expensive, we'll put it up high where they can't destroy it. But there's plenty of toys here for the kids to play with and enjoy their experience here. So we bought a Holly Hobby collection a couple weeks ago. All this is a Holly Hobby collection we bought.
Whoa.
Yeah, pretty neat old school stuff. And it's not just comic geek stuff. Here's some more autographs. So we had Melanie Paxton was here doing an autograph session. Kristen Minner was here. Nancy Ritter from Scream was here. We've had, Demetrius Bistrevsky, who was one of the Darth Vaders in the Obi-Wan TV series, was here. Timothy Zahn did a 2-day appearance for us last year. It's been a lot of fun. Here's some more of our Star Wars Legos.
Now, do you have anything coming up? Because it sounds like you have a lot of, events, a lot of guests, celebrity kind of like appearance stuff. Do you have anything coming up in the near future that you want to kind of plug or promote?
I don't right now. My youngest daughter is graduating college this coming weekend on free.
Congratulations.
Yes, amen. Finally. We do a lot of sports toys as well. Yeah, it's, I didn't book a lot of craziness because I take my responsibilities to artists and actors and stuff very seriously. And Free Comic Book Day this year was a big choice. Need to be with my daughter that special day. So we're going to get books out, but I'm not going to be here to make sure everybody's okay.
Well, that still sounds cool.
Yeah, thank you. This is some of our pops, about 300 feet of pops. Yes, pops are still selling. Shockingly enough, they're still killing it.
No, I absolutely believe it, man. I mean, you go to any convention, you still got the the stands, the booths dedicated to it, but that's an incredible display just in of itself.
Thank you. We do video. I bought a video game store sometime about 3-4 months ago. So we started doing a lot of the video game consoles and bundling them together, etc. There's thousands of games up on the front counter as well. Lots of themed anime and stuff. We do Dragon Ball, My Hero, all the big hits. I think Chainsaw Man's one of the big ones right now.
I'm a big Chainsaw Man fan.
Oh, it's great.
I'm glad to hear you like it. Yeah, I'm trying to get Casey to watch it or read it one of these days.
There's a company called Nerdstalgia that makes furniture for comic books.
No way.
Yep. They do amazing work. So long story short, they're out of Owensboro, Kentucky. Fits the entire short box in a drawer. And we've got a nice little display here.
All right. I'm definitely, what was the name of that?
It's called Nerdstalgia for the Classy Collector.
Nerdstalgia, Classy Collector. That's me, man. All the way.
White doors here are some of their very first ones. You need to look on their website. It's amazing the work that they're doing nowadays.
All right. Absolutely. Well, Nerdstalgia, I'll definitely check it out.
Awesome.
And definitely I'm throwing your website link in the comment section as well, so people can go and check out all the stuff that you guys offer.
Well, I appreciate that. All
right.
right.
Appreciate you, Ed. Do you have we're coming right up to the end here. Did you have any kind of like last remarks, parting words of wisdom, anything you wanted to share before we go over to some sales?
Read more Grimm fairy tales. Read more. There's some great work here.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, dude, I hope you get a chance to go and look at some of these comments because, I mean, you got people asking if they can move in. So I hope you have some rooms available for rent because,
I love that so much. See some of the quarter scale statues lining up everywhere. And there's literally displays upon displays upon displays of everything that you want.
yeah, a huge variety. Oh, I love the helmets too.
Yeah. Carol Burnett autograph.
Nice.
Bob Hope. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
yep,
A little bit of everything.
yep. Some Bratz and Monster High dolls and mass toys. I didn't even show you all the Transformers and He-Man stuff in the front. Older comics. Oldest comic we sold last year was a Batman #1.
No way.
Yeah. Oh, this is very cool.
Yo, Tom Servo.
Seriously, somebody made these and sold it to one of our old customers, and I was just like, I gotta have this for my store. It is too cool.
Yes, dude, that's awesome.
Yep. Okay.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today, Ed. We appreciate you showing us the store, and obviously, there's a lot more to see. So
Oh yeah.
I definitely recommend that fans go online, check it out, or if you're in the Fredericksburg area, just
Yep.
go there and check it out too.
Yeah, all our contact information's on the website. If you have any questions, people, just reach on out. I'll be glad to help you. If you need a personal tour or whatever, just get me on the phone and I'll do what I'm doing now for you.
One of our fans, Ian Payne, says, I could easily spend myself into divorce there.
Sadly, I've seen that. But okay.
Oh, no. Ian, proceed with caution.
All righty. Well, thank you so much, Nick.
Thank you, Ed. We appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, so that was Ed from Gateway Comics. Oh my gosh, obviously there's still so much to see. We didn't get a chance to see it all, but I mean, that is a department store level of comic book content. That is incredible. Next time I'm in Virginia, I'm definitely going there and checking it out. Going to play some arcade games, pop on over, read some comics, have some fun, check out the toys and autographs. Big fan. So hopefully we can get some sales going, make them some cash, throw them some away, show them their appreciation. So Jason, if you're ready, I'm going to throw it on over to you.
Holy cow. As I'm sure you guys were, me, Kiera, and Casey were just completely blown away by the size of their shop, just the inventory, oh my God, fan-friendly aisles. I mean, it was like, it felt like you're walking through a department store, except department stores have those racks of clothes that are kind of in your way as you walk. This place was easily navigatable, aisle after aisle of just delight, you know, toys and Funko Pops and figures and signed memorabilia and posters. And oh my God, just wow. Makes me want to, exactly, John. I couldn't, you know, you guys were saying it earlier, like Ian probably said it best. I could spend myself in divorce there. It's just holy cow, just amazing inventory, just an amazing store. I almost kind of wish when I met Ed in Pittsburgh at Comics Pro, like he had a picture of his store hanging on his neck, like literally with, you know, the one view of the aisle down this way and that's a view of an aisle down that way. I would have been like, oh my God, Ed, what a glorious store. Like I have to drive from here to Pittsburgh to go to your shop right now. I don't want to go waste time to go back to the office. I want to stop down and see all the loveliness. So I want to say a huge thank you to Ed for doing that. Huge thank you to Noah, of course, for interviewing Ed. Again, we met Ed at Comics Pro. Again, just a delightful guy, fantastic owner. You heard him talk about his family a lot. That's big with me. I kept talking about his daughter and his daughter graduating. My son's actually graduating this June as well. So I know what that feels like. Can't wait for it. Ed, kudos to you. Kudos to your shop. Wow, just incredible. The only thing I can think of is congratulations. Just amazing inventory there. So without further ado, we're going to get to some books. If you've never been on a stream with us, the way to order from us is basically using the code that we will put on the screen for you. It could be like NR, which will stand for new release. So NR1, and then we'll show you the different covers for Harry. You can get a hoodie like this on our web store, my friend. I believe it's right on there right now. In fact, we have all sorts of sizes for our Zenescope hoodies. In fact, it has a little Zenescope going down the arm, and then has 15. I think, I don't know what the 15. What's the 15 years. 15. That was significant. So we came out with this in our 15th year of existence. I can tell you right now, extremely comfortable. I'm a big fan. I wear my hoodie all the time. In fact, Kiara's got hers on too as well. You want to come on up? Kiara's got hers on. She's rocking her hoodie too as well. They're really awesome. I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of the guys and gals, in the office all have hoodies. We're a big fan. It's not that cheaper material hoodie too, which I like. Like this is like, almost kind of like that athletic fit. It's comfortable, warm enough, but not, so thick where, Aaron's wearing his right now. Aaron, thanks so much, man. In fact, Aaron, I think Aaron's coming in to pick up some of his orders this week. Aaron, we're looking forward to seeing you, my friend. Georgia has a hoodie. John Hazel has one too. Again, you'll find it on our Zenescope web store right there. There's our hoodie. In fact, there's the link for it if you are interested in. So again, just getting back to kind of the way that you order. If you've never ordered from us before, shoot us an email at that vcons@zenescope.com, and that will kind of like say if you have a handle on YouTube or you have a handle on Twitter or something like that, but it's not necessarily your name. Shoot us an email so that way we can get all your information from you, where to ship product to you, that kind of thing. And then also by giving us your email, it'll be able to allow us to match up your handle to your email and so on and so forth. So without further ado, let's get to some books. The first book that we want to cover is Van Helsing Finding Neverland, which actually comes out in stores tomorrow. So Case, if you want to go ahead, thanks so much. There's the covers right there that you see there. So first of all, just a little bit of background on our Van Helsing. Van Helsing for us is Liesl Van Helsing. She happens to be the daughter of the famous vampire slayer Abraham Van Helsing that you may recognize from lore and years past. So our Van Helsing, she's a steampunk vampire slayer. She's got a little bit, again, steampunk feel to her, as you can see with the outfit that she wears. She winds up going to Neverland basically to in search of an object or a weapon that could be used to destroy, either Earth or other realms, that kind of thing. She winds up running into the master of Neverland, who is Pan. I don't want to give away too much of the story, but this is a great standalone. If you've never read anything Zenescope before, you can start with Van Helsing Finding Neverland. It's also written by Pat Shand, who's a near and dear friend to us. Pat is just an absolutely fantastic writer. Pat's gotten started with us on Robin Hood. He's written some Grimm fairy tales for us. He's now killing it with Van Helsing for us too as well. Pat does some Grimm Tales of Terror too as well. Pat's very versatile as far as his writing style. So again, the covers A through B there. So I'm going to go and read them off to you real fast. The cover A is is Gibo. I mispronounced that. I apologize. Is Gibo Vagante. Cover B would be Igor Vitorino. Cover C is Derlis Santa Cruz. And then cover D is Vince L. Tabanis. Also want to acknowledge Pierre Luigi Abundanza, who was in the stream earlier. Pierre, if you're still listening out there, man, we absolutely love your stuff. That was me who commented to you. We are just blown away by your covers, blown away by the art that you've been doing. You guys are going to get a chance to purchase some Pierre Luigi covers coming up in a little bit. We'll cue that up for you in a little bit. But again, Pierre, we can't thank you enough for the work that you've been doing with us. Pierre's only been Pierre Luigi, I should say, has only been with us for a short amount of time. But oh man, he has taken us by storm. We are extremely grateful to be working with you, and thank you so much for working with us. So again, cover A is the Gibo Vagante. The Igor Vitorino is the cover B as in boy. The Derlis Santa Cruz is the cover C. And then Vin L. Tabanis is cover D. And if you would like to have this signed by Joe Bruscia or Dave Franchini, or I should say, please indicate in the notes that you want to have it signed, just like Mark LeBrant did there. So Dave contributed on the story, and then Joe can sign pretty much everything that we do, as Joe is. Pierre, right back at you, my friend. It's a pleasure for us to deal with you, my friend. It's been nothing but absolutely awesome. Thank you so much again. So again, if you're interested in the Van Helsing Finding Neverland, again, it can be signed by Dave Franchini, who contributed on the story, along with David Wall and Pat Shand, of course, the writer. And then Joe, of course, can sign every single thing that we do. The other thing I want to mention, too, is the signatures are free. So getting these two gentlemen to go ahead and sign the book is free to you if you're interested in that. Some people do not like their books signed. Certainly completely up to you as far as whether you want to have a book signed or if you'd rather have it raw, just the cover and so forth. And then, of course, reading the story. And again, Van Helsing features one of our major characters, who is Liesl Van Helsing. Again, our steampunk vampire slayer. And you see the covers there. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and move over to New Release 2. New Release 2 is a little bit different in that this has a much shorter story. It only has about like a 6 to 8 page story on Red Agent. So our Red Agent is, she's almost like I don't want to call her necessarily a James Bond type of character, but she is kind of that for us. She works with different agencies and so forth, kind of protecting Earth from the supernatural, that kind of thing, as she investigates things that probably would be above the law or maybe out of the realm of possibility for the law to handle, that kind of thing. So what's cool about this cover is, what's cool about this book, I should say, is not only does this have the unique covers that you see there. So I'm going to go ahead and rattle off the covers. The cover A is the Alfredo Reyes. The cover B is Igor Vitorino. The cover C is the Michael Dooney, big fan. The cover D is the Richard Ortiz, also a big fan of. Just some absolutely fantastic cover artists working on these. And these, again, would also be signed by Dave. Dave actually happens to be the writer on this. And, of course, again, like I mentioned, Joe, who's the owner of the company, can sign everything and anything that we do, too, which is really cool. So again, if you're interested in the May the 4th cosplay special, I believe that comes out in shops this Wednesday also. Don't forget, we're going to be doing our May the 4th stream this Thursday evening. In fact, it'll be 6 p.m. Eastern. If you want to join us for that, we're going to have some fantastic covers by Sun Kaminaki, some box sets, some stuff like that, some older covers that we're going to let go at discounted prices. So I highly recommend, if you guys want to join us for the May the 4th stream again, which will be this Thursday, just 2 days from now at 6 p.m. Eastern, we'd absolutely be delighted to have you. So again, this has about a 8-page story again on Avril and Red Agent. And again, so what's cool about our Red Agent is she is our little Red Riding Hood, but she not only has the ability to, battle off the supernatural, she has the ability basically to turn into the werewolf, which is kind of cool. So this, again, just a really cool story. So if you want to pull that down for a second, Case, I just want to show a couple of the interior covers that you're getting on this. So you're going to see a lot of sold out covers, some interior cosplay art with some absolutely fantastic covers on the interior of this. And a lot of these books are sold out. Some were not even made into books. This is a cover by eBay that is sold out. So a way to actually get that cover by purchasing the book. This is another Paul Green that's sold out. But again, you're going to actually get the cover art on the interior of this cosplay special. And again, it's just $5.99. Here's a Keith Garvey. This one is also sold out. I do believe we still have the topless on that. Hint, hint. Maybe if you want to come back on Thursday, we might have it for you there. So again, some really, really cool stuff. Really, really cool cover art on the interior. Here's one by Sabine Rich, where she did everybody's favorite droid. Again, a cosplay special. Just absolutely fantastic cover art on the interior. And then there's one more that I wanted to show you guys, which is also a sold out cover. And that is this Paul Green too, as well. That's on the interior of this book, which makes $5.99 just a steal of steals for the cover art alone that is inside this book. And again, you're still getting an 8-page story, a good standalone story. Again, if you've never read us two before, if you're more into the art, you're more into the collectibles, that kind of thing. This book has a little bit of both for you. It has readable as well as collectible art on the interior. And again, it's 36 pages. So again, you're getting a lot for your dollar as far as just $5.99 on that. And then try and keep in mind, too, half of the proceeds going to Carol. Thanks so much. Steel. Half of the proceeds going to my main man, Ed, at Gateway. Just an absolutely fantastic shop. I'm still blown away. I'm having a hard time talking. I don't know if you guys are realizing this, but I'm having a hard time talking just because I'm imagining myself in that store, like walking down aisle after aisle, like, oh my God, I think I'm about to spend $1,000 here. And then going over to the arcade and spending a couple $100 there. Just really cool stuff going on there. So the graphic novels that I wanted to talk about are some oldies but goodies. So Kiara, what I want to do is I want to do the deal first. So let's do all three of these graphic novels that I'm going to show you. And we're doing all three of these graphic novels for $35. It is saving you about $7 by buying all three. So in our version of Neverland, this is Peter Pan basically as a vampire type being. He basically usurps children's souls to use them to basically to keep his youth, to keep his power over Neverland. Tinkerbell's like his henchman. She is his go-between between Earth and Neverland, basically helping him lure these children back to Neverland. So what's really cool here is you are getting, first of all, an absolutely fantastic cover on Neverland by, oh my goodness, the name is escaping me, David Finch. David Finch did the cover art on Neverland, and then Art Germ did the cover on Neverland Hook. I know you guys are big Art Germ fans. I know I'm a huge Art Germ fan. So again, if you're interested in the graphic novel pack, you're basically getting a $42 value for about $35. And you also, too, if Mark, if you want to have those signed by Joe, who is the writer and who came up with, obviously, the concept of Neverland, at least our version, I should say, of Neverland. Not many people have converted Peter Pan into a bad guy like we have, but obviously we have done so. If you're interested in any of the three individual graphic novels, we'll go ahead and do those. So maybe you have Neverland, but you didn't know Neverland Hook was the volume 2, or you didn't know Neverland Age of Darkness. So the interesting thing about Neverland Age of Darkness is that's kind of like more of a standalone story. That's more Alex Cross, who is basically our hero, our version of Hook. That is a kind of like a standalone story for him, like just more about Neverland, more about Cross and so forth, and his trials in Neverland and so forth. So again, if you're interested in the pack, you can do all three for $35. But Case, let's go ahead and show them individually. So if you're just looking to start with volume 1, that would be graphic novel 1 or GN 1. And again, same thing, you can get it signed by Joe, and it would be $15.99 for that. And again, this is Peter Pan as a vampire type being. Again, what's also kind of cool about the Neverland, which I want to show you, if you can go ahead and keep that up for a second, Case, is it has all the older covers in the back of the book, which is really awesome. So it gives you some really cool cover art from, again, books that we did back in 2007, I believe 2008, when Neverland first came out as a series for us. So there's some really cool eBass covers in there, some really cool Al Rio stuff, Stephen Cummings, just some absolutely fantastic cover work. Here's a Francesco, big fan of Francesco's stuff. So again, if you're interested in just graphic novel number 1, just put GN number 1. If you're interested in the pack, of course, you can do that. Let's go ahead and put up graphic novel 2, which will be the hook to that. So let's say if you had Neverland already in your collection, but you're looking for just the second volume, that would be Neverland Hook, which you can see there. And then again, same thing with Neverland Hook. It also has the covers in the back of the book, which is really cool. Or does it? Let me see here. I think I might have misspoke. I don't believe it does. No, it does not. Oh my goodness. Did we not put the hook covers in the back of the hook? All right, so I misspoke on that one. But this one was only $12.99. And again, that is volume 2. And again, just an absolutely fantastic cover work on the on the Neverland hook, which is really cool. And then also it's got like a little preview to Alice in Wonderland. It does have the covers. I thought it did. So it does have, it has a little, what confused me is it has a little preview to Alice in Wonderland in the back of the book. So again, here's some of the covers. There's a little Ebass, little Mike Caprati. Mike Caprati is just an absolutely fantastic cover artist. If you've never heard of Mike, he's a PA guy. We are big fans of Mike's stuff. Here's a little Stefan Sejic and another Ebass too as well. That's an Ebass variant that I believe is sold out. Again, so you're getting some fantastic cover work. Here's a little Ali Garza and a little Marat Michaels. Again, two phenomenal cover artists that we are extremely fortunate to be working with. You may have met Ali Garza with us at our VIP event in Philly the last time we did one. Speaking of our VIP event, we're going to be doing our VIP event April 10th and 11th? August 10th and 11th will be our April VIP event. Stay tuned this week or next week. We are going to come out with some major announcements as far as the artists that are going to be attending. And I can tell you right now, it's off the chain. We are completely blown away. We got the ungettable get, and stay tuned for that. You're going to want to book your plans right now. Start scheduling, taking off for work right now, because I can tell you right now, the VIP event is going to be more artists than we've ever had before, and then also the ungettable get we got as far as artists are concerned. So there's graphic novel number 2. Go ahead, in case if you want to go ahead and put up graphic novel number 3. Let's say you already have Neverland and you already have Neverland Hook. You may get Neverland Age of Darkness. And again, more like a kind of like a standalone story, graphic novel number 3. And again, you can have it signed by Joe. Again, Joe is the owner of the company. He can sign every single thing that we do. And also Joe came up with the concept, obviously, for Neverland 2 as well. All right, so those are the end of the new releases and then also the graphic novels. Let's get to everybody's favorite section, dude. All right, so please don't put book 1, book 2 into the notes, that kind of thing. That's not going to get you the books that Casey and I are about to show you. Please wait for the code before you go ahead and put something in. So without further ado, Casey, if you want to put up book number 1. Book number 1 is Harden, Harden, as in James Harden just went off on the Boston Celtics for 45 points last night. My main man, Rob, who happens to be a Boston fan, give me a little guff on Facebook. Rob, boy, careful what you wish for, dude. Rob had wished for the fact that if Joel Embiid, he did not want Joel Embiid to play in game 1. And here it is, Joel Embiid does not play in game 1. And it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, all right? Because the Sixers took game 1 against those Celtics. For those of you out there that are Celtics fans, never fear. I can tell you right now, the Celtics are probably going to win game 2. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the Celtics came back and won the series. The Celtics are a very, very good team. In fact, I expect an all-out battle going to probably game 7 or game 6 at least in this series. I guess it depends on when Joel does come back, if he comes back at all. If he doesn't come back at all, I can tell you right now, it's going to be a real tough task for them to take down the Celtics without Joel Embiid, who's probably the MVP of the league. All right, so again, Harden is the code that we're looking for. We're going to do about 20 covers of Harden. If we go a couple over that, I think that should be fine too, Kiera. That should be okay. The cover is by Ivan Tao. So I gave you a little background on Van Helsing Finding Neverland before. That is the book that is on the interior of this cover. So again, this is going to pit, again, one of our best characters, who is Liesel Van Helsing, one of our more popular characters, our steampunk vampire slayer. So this is a perfect readable as well as collectible, which is awesome. So you're getting Ivan Tao, who happens to be an absolutely fantastic young man. We've met Ivan at numerous shows. We met Ivan in Philly. We met Ivan in New York, if I'm not mistaken. We've met Ivan in other conventions too, as well, that are escaping my mind. Just an absolutely fantastic cover artist. Another guy that we're just extremely fortunate to be working with is Ivan Tao. This is our 2023 May bronze diamond collectible. So if you're interested in this cover, again, it's only $10. It is a 500 print run. That's one of the reasons why it is only $10. So go ahead and put it into the notes. Just put Harden, and that will get you the book. And again, that on the interior, that it is the Van Helsing Finding Neverland. This one happens to be cover F as in Frank. So I'm going to give Kiara a little bit of time. Looks like she's pretty much wrapping up. Are you good, or you're still doing your thing? All right, looks good. All right, so so what we'll do then, Case, let's go on to the next book that we have. This one is going to be Maxi, as in Maximus. Maxi. All right. Maxi as an Maxey. This one's $20. The reason being, this one happens to be a $2.99 print run. So if you're interested in Maxi, this one happens to be by Pierluigi Abbondanza, who you may have seen in the stream. Just an absolutely fantastic young man who has been taking us by storm with the covers that he's been doing. Just absolutely fantastic cover work on this. So again, the interior is, once again, it's that Finding Neverland. It is Van Helsing Finding Neverland, I should say. This one happens to be covered G as in girl. And again, we're going to do 20 of these too as well. This is a perfect readable as well as a collectible. If you love Pierluigi's stuff, this to me is some of his best that he's done for us. Just an absolutely fantastic job by Pierluigi on this cover. We're fortunate enough to have Pierluigi actually joining us live in the stream. We actually spoke with Pierluigi, I believe, on the Zennies, if I'm not mistaken, right? Did he send in a video? We spoke with him live, right? No, we actually spoke with him live. So we hope to actually bring Pierluigi to you in a future stream. Certainly, if he's down for that, we would be down for doing an interview with him. So again, Maxi is the code that we're looking for on this. And again, it's $20. The reason being is a $2.99 print run. The interior is going to be the same. It's going to be that Van Helsing Finding Neverland. This one happens to be cover G as in girl. And Carol, I couldn't agree with you more. Pierre just does an absolutely fantastic job of doing Van Helsing, as you can see right here. Just absolutely phenomenal cover work. Another one of those cover artists that we are extremely, extremely fortunate to be working with. So I'm seeing a lot of you guys in the stream that I recognize, like Gary and Alan, Ian. Thanks so much as always. Kang, welcome back. Hopefully you're back in the United States. You made it back home safe. Kang was overseas visiting his family. Kang, hopefully you had safe travels. Hopefully you had a fantastic trip out there. Really good to see you back, my friend. So a couple of things that I wanted to talk about while Kiara is putting down all the names for this book. Tomorrow we will have NCW with Amber at 3 o'clock. I don't know if you guys didn't see NCW last week with Amber. She did an absolutely fantastic job with Dave, and I believe it was Pat, or no, it was David Wall. Was it David Wall and Dave? Yeah. So it was Dave and Dave. Did an absolutely fantastic job interviewing both of those gentlemen. NCW is where we give you our new releases. We talk all about our new books that are coming out. In fact, she's going to be talking a little bit more about probably the two releases that I just talked about today, which is Van Helsing Finding Neverland, and then also the cosplay special too as well. So that'll be tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern for NCW, if you want to join us for that. All right. Without further ado, Case, let's go to the next book on our list. And this one is going to be B-Ball Paul. We are looking for B-Ball Paul. So if you're not familiar with B-Ball Paul is the backup center to Joel Embiid. B-Ball Paul Reed, and I'm going to tell you right now, I am a big fan of this young man. All right, B-Ball Paul is a shot blocker. He can take it to the rack hard and dunk all over the Celtics, just like he did last night a couple of times, as Maxey found him streaking down the lane. And then he also had some huge clutch free throws for the Sixer. So we're looking for B-Ball Paul. This one is $40, and the reason why this one is $40. It is a $1.99 print run. As you can see, she's wearing a little bit less clothing on this one. And again, another cover by Pierluigi Abbondanza. We would call this our lace or our naughty, maybe our lingerie type cover. But again, the interior is going to be the same. It'll be that Van Helsing Finding Neverland. This will be cover H as in Henry. We're only going to do about 10 of these. Kara, if you want to go a couple past that, I'm sure that'd be fine too as well. So again, we're looking for B-Ball Paul on this. You could put B-Ball Paul all as one word. That would be fine. If you want to put Paul Reed, that would be acceptable too as well. Ball Paul, I'll accept that too as well. John Hazel, that works as well. If you're making a list, that certainly works too as well. Gary, you got it right. B-Ball Paul, dude, you're good. I don't know what you're auto corrected. You're good, dude. She had a different one for before.
Ball plus.
She had a Paul Plus.
Ball plus.
A Ball Plus. All right, well, whatever. Gary, you're doing it, darling. You're doing your thing, darling. Believe me, Gary, we're lucky to have you. Really happy that you were able to join us for the stream. So again, B-Ball Paul, again, is the $40 version. We would call this the lace or the lingerie version. And again, another cover by Pierre Luigi. Speaking of sports, you'd be cheering for the Kraken. Scott, I'll cheer for the Kraken only because they're an expansion team and their cool octopus thing they got going on. All right. Who doesn't like the Kraken? The Kraken. All right. Another reason why a lot of Boston fans are upset is I believe the Boston Bruins got eliminated from the hockey playoffs. I've been watching hockey playoffs only because my Flyers are one of the worst organizations in sports. They are so bad right now. But while we're talking sports, let's talk about Bryce Harper, who's coming back tonight, baby. The MVP, Bryce Harper, my main man. All right. Enough about sports and b-ball. So again, yeah, that's fine. All right, so let's rock out that. That's the end of B-Ball Paul. We're going to cut it off right there. We will put up the names for B-Ball Paul and let you know who got the book. Ian Payne throwing it out there. I'm so happy the Bruins lost. I think the Bruins had like a phenomenal year or something like that. They set the mark for wins or something. What are they?
Something like
some points scored or something,
they
or
were kind of like undefeated. I want to say they won like
it was some crazy
games, or I don't know.
It was some crazy number of games they won, or points they scored, or goals they scored, or something like they set the record for, and went down and downhill fast. Wins and points. There it is by Edward. So I can't believe that Bruins team got more wins, more points than say, Edmonton Oilers of Gretzky and Messi, or the Penguins of Crosby or something like that, that kind of thing. But hey, they did. There you go. All right, so let's go with the last book on our list, and this one will be, whenever you're ready, Case, Minivan. This one is Minivan, as in my man. What is his name? Minivan. The Minivan. What? George Niang. George Niang, his nickname is the Minivan for the Sixers. One of the reasons why they call him the Minivan is because he doesn't move that well around the court. We call him the Minivan with nothing but love. George Niang, Bang Bang Niang, as what's her name would call him? What's her name? Kate Scott. We are a big fan of Kate Scott. Kate Scott does the announcing for the games for us, along with Ala Abdelnabi. If you never listened to a Sixer game, Kate Scott's an absolute joy to listen to. So we're looking for Minivan on this one. I mean Minivan, says Jim Conway. Jim will accept Minivan. Whatever it is, we'll accept it. All right, so again, this is the 75 print run. As you can see, Casey has strategically placed a 7 and a 6 for our beloved 76ers on there. Oh, no, he's just getting it. Isn't that really cool, dude? I didn't even bother to do mine. So mine are they're unbridled. They're out there. So I don't want to show mine. I forgot to put it up there. So again, Minivan is the code that we're looking for. And again, this is the 99 print run at $75. If you miss out on Minivan, you can get the print. All right. So the print is going to be $30, and it will have a Gateway Comics logo on there. And again, it'll be, do we only have that many?
Actually, there's one more.
There's one more.
Maybe 3.
You can't do it though. Still.
Okay.
All right. So it looks like we're going to be doing, so on the print again, once again, what would you, that's the 76. You did the 76 on that one too.
Yeah.
So here's the logo for Gateway, which is kind of cool. They got that really cool, Gateway Comics logo, and it has Nova Gateway, which is really cool. And then has their store logo on there. So what I'm selling here is actually an 11x17 print. It's not only an 11x17 print, but it's limited to 25. There's only 25 made of this print. So if you're interested in the print, go ahead and put print into the notes. You can put print 1. That will suffice too as well. It is based on the Pierre Luigi cover that you just saw. Again, not necessarily a Z-rated, but a sheer cover. as you can see, and just absolutely, again, fantastic cover work, fantastic artwork, I should say, by our main man, Pierre Luigi. You did absolutely kill, absolute crush on this. Joe, good to see you as always in the stream. Thanks so much for joining us. And again, Pierre Luigi, if you're interested in the print is $30. The reason why it's $30 is a 25 print run print. In fact, I'll be probably calling up Ed tomorrow to see if he wants any of the print sent his way. And then we also got to see about getting some variants in the store. Geez, oh man, did you guys see all the Diamond books that Gateway had in his store, literally on the shelves, waiting for you guys to give him a call and say, Ed, I want that book, dude. I don't have that Diamond cover. I missed out on it. That kind of thing. So make sure you guys go to Gateway's website or give them a call. And Gary, I couldn't agree with you more. His body type is just absolutely fantastic. So she's not like overly thin or overly chesty, that kind of thing. She's also got huge hips. I'm a big fan, big fan. All right. So again, Pierre Luigi Abbondanza, absolutely crushing cover. So if you're interested in the print, again, there's only 25 made of the print. And again, it's $30 for the print. And if you're interested in that, just go ahead and put it into the notes, print, and it shall be yours. Kevin, we got one. Yield to others since I got the minivan. Steven, that's very kind of you, dude. But Steven, I think we're good as far as everybody goes on the on minivan. So we're in good shape there. Without further ado, let's go to the pack, Casey. So Casey has a pack that we're doing. Try and keep in mind this is 3 topless covers.
Sixers.
That spell out Sixers that Noah just pointed out. You caught on that one quick, didn't you? So this is what we call our secret pack, or you can call it just a pack. That will work too as well. You are getting 3 books here for $250. You're saving yourself about $50. It has one cover by Meguro. These are all icon covers. So I wanted to kind of stay with an icon theme, but I must have done the prior month to October in last store stream. David Price, we got you cover for the some great sticker work Ian is pointing out there for you, Case. Right back at you, Ian. Thanks so much for kindly pointing or saying that. Again, David, we got you covered for the secret pack too as well. Again, you're getting the eBass, those 2 that you see there. Those are Robin Hood Last Stop, and then also Bell cover 2 as well. And then the Meguro happens to be a Grim Fairy Tales. So if you're interested in the pack, just put secret pack, or you can just put pack, and that will work as well. Harry has to chime in. Harry's a big fan of Casey, especially our sticker work too, of course. Harry, thanks so much for the kind words. I think that brings us to an end, dude. So again, I want to say a huge thank you to Pierre Luigi for joining us in the stream live. Pierre, thanks so much for, hopefully I'm calling you Pierre and that's okay to call you that. I should just be saying Pierre Luigi because that's your whole first name. Or should I call you Mr. Abbondanza? All right. Pierre Luigi, thanks so much for doing covers for us. I want to say a huge thank you to Ed for taking the time to walk us through the shop. He sent me pictures or whatever, and the pictures still don't do it justice as far as the video goes. Oh my God, just how much just sheer space of joy that he has in that shop. I want to thank Noah as well for doing the interview as always. Huge thank you to Kiara for writing down the names. Huge thank you to Casey for doing the banners and the books and the images and all that jazz. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. So again, the May the 4th stream, or not tomorrow, on Thursday. That will be Thursday night at 6 p.m. if you guys want to join us for that. We'll be doing a lot of cosplay covers from that movie you guys know oh so well. So there's our week right there. So we had Coffee with Casey and Noah on May the 1st at 1 p.m. We are doing the retailer stream right now. 4 p.m. We're going to be finishing up in the next couple minutes. Tomorrow will be New Comic Wednesday with Amber. I'm sure she might have a guest on. She'll definitely be talking about some new releases, which should be a lot of fun. And then our May the 4th live stream will be at 6 p.m. Eastern on May the 4th. All right. Don't forget, Free Comic Book Day is this Saturday. I know Dave Franchini is going to be out at the comic collection I unfortunately am not going to be able to go to a shop this weekend. I wanted to see if I was going to be able to do a shop this weekend, but my daughter has a game and I'm not going to miss that. I just miss entirely too many games as it goes on. But if you're interested in going to the comic collection that is in Feasterville, make sure you go over and say hi to my main man, Dave Schwartz, over there. Dave is recovering nicely. I don't want to talk about what happened to Dave, but if you look up comic collection and Dave Schwartz, it'll come up for you. Just some absolutely goofballs just doing stupid stuff in his store. But anyway, if you want to go see Dave Franchini live for Free Comic Book Day, he's going to be at the Comic Collection in Feasterville, PA. So I think that's pretty much it. I'm sure we'll have some more announcements on May the 4th, that Thursday coming up, and I'll see if I can fill you guys in on that stuff. But until then, we're out. Thanks so much for joining.